This video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you need to make a website, you need Squarespace. So the car wants to move into the right lane because we have a right turn coming up. Of course, the right lane seems to be closed and occupied by all these things. Ooh, so the lane is closed here. Will the car be able to handle this? Wow. Ooh, okay. You gotta stop here. You cannot go around. All right. Oh, don't do it. No. Okay, there you go. Yeah, just, okay. Is it gonna go into this fenced parking lot? Oh, that's where it thinks it is. Well, you can't do that. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tesla Challenge, where we pretend we have a robo-taxi, although it's not actually one yet, and we see if Tesla full self-driving beta can take us point A to point B and maybe back home depending on the drive. So today we're going to go to the post office and then we're going to come back home, which is here. And I like to start out in this spot because there's speed bumps and roundabout and stuff. So let's get started. Here's our I'm ready robo-taxi button. Like, here we go. And we're heading off here. So I'll try not to do anything unless it's a safety concern. My first drive, I did see, it seems left turns are a little sketch. So I did use the route picking feature for this. We have the open door with person. I did use the route picking feature for this to make it a little more difficult. And I'm conflicted a bit because in a robo-taxi, you're not going to pick the route probably, and you're most definitely not going to be like, oh, what's the hardest one? I mean, maybe for fun. But, you know, we want to see what the car's capable of here, so I'll switch it around. Sometimes I will pick a hard route. Sometimes I'll let the car totally decide everything. But one thing I want to tell you here is I am opening this up. I want you to suggest places for me. So if you can check out Ann Arbor, Michigan, on Google Maps, we did not slow for that speed bump. And if you can find two spots that are within, you know, about 40-ish minutes of each other, I will do that challenge for you. I want you to show I'm not kind of like picking routes that are easy for the car and trying to make it look good. I am truly trying to pick two random spots to start and stop from. If you make it less than like 20 minutes for a one-way, I'll do there and back. So please find some routes, send them to me at dirtyteslayt@gmail.com, and I will do those in future Tesla challenges. I would love that. So speed bumps here, as I was sitting here setting up, I was watching the humans do this, and man, the variation in the speed bump responses. Some people slowed not at all, and their cars are bumping around. Some people would slow a lot. Some people would slow after the speed bump. So it's kind of funny how beta can be similar in that way. So I would say most of those speed bumps are actually handled pretty good. You could see that the beta missed some of them though. So heading for this roundabout, which has been tricky before, and one of my still kind of major complaints of something that kind of consistently doesn't work that well, but that roundabout was handled pretty much perfectly there. So heading into this left turn lane, and really nicely, I'm gonna get rid of this camera when we don't need it. All right, got the green. You can see the cars to the right are blue. The car is tracking them, but they have a red, and the Tesla realizes they're not going to plow through there, although they physically could. So it's still good to be careful, even though you have the right of way. All right, so as we head into downtown here, this black flashing you see when I move this around, that is happening in person. That is not an artifact of my recording, so that's a little bug we got with this version. I'm sure that will be fixed pretty quickly. And then as we continue into downtown, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Squarespace. If you want to make a website, if you want to share any information, sell products, sell or share data, then Squarespace is definitely the website for you. They can help you make your website. They have really nice templates to make it easy for you. They have really good analytics, so you can see who's checking out your stuff, when, where people are checking out your stuff from. So you can use my code, squarespace.com/dirtytesla, down below in the description to get a discount on that. So definitely check out Squarespace. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. They make making websites really easy, and they, okay, don't stop here. Okay, I have to hit the accelerator. I don't want to stop in the middle of that intersection. They make making websites really easy, and by sponsoring this video, they help me bring you new content. So squarespace.com/dirtytesla. Thank you again to Squarespace. So moving up through this green, actually really smooth, really nice. It changed from red to green, and we got through there really nicely. No kind of awkward pausing, like the car was kind of second guessing that. That was great. So we're going through downtown. Again, like I said, I did that intentionally. I picked what I thought would be the hardest route with kind of the most left turns I could see, and going through this busy part of downtown. So far, I already had to intervene. And I know that I said for safety I was going to try not to, I'm going to be honest, I kind of forget, but especially when there's somebody behind me, it's like I'm not going to stop in the middle of an intersection and mess them up. So I hope that doesn't disappoint you too much. It does disappoint me when I already have to intervene for a lame stopping like that. So the car wants to move into the right lane because we have a right turn coming up. Of course, the right lane seems to be closed and occupied by all these things. And the car is, you can see, tracking all those things. Don't go in the left lane. That doesn't make any sense. There you go. We just have to basically get past these cones. So we'll see how the car handles this. I've never seen this lane closed before, so I don't know exactly what the car's going to do. We can turn right on red here. All right, so we have the green. Yeah, we have to wait for the pedestrians. I like the scooting up. Keep scooting. And I just don't want to be in anybody's way here. Okay, that was actually handled really well. Because the right turn lane was closed, we did hold up traffic behind us for just a second, but I mean, there's pedestrians in our way. What do you want? And then interacted with that parked truck really nicely. All right, so we have a left here. I would have liked that turn signal on a tiny bit sooner, but it was fine. And we can turn left because that person's also turning left, but see, we're yielding to them. Let's see. Okay, the car figures it out. Actually, no, that was good. I was gonna say a little kind of awkwardly wide. Went a little close to that car, but that was what we needed to do to make the turn. So the car's making good decisions, even when sometimes I'm kind of like, is that good? In hindsight, I go, okay, yes. Yes, it was very good. Stopping, and definitely have the right of way. I like that we didn't wait too long because we were clearly there first. Cautiously moving through. Fine, I'm okay with that. Ooh, so the lane is closed here. Will the car be able to handle this? Wow. Ooh, okay. Nice, very good. And the confidence is pretty good too. So slowing down, I'm fine with that. I think we should do that pretty slowly. Turn signal kind of awkwardly on. Yeah, it's second guessing there, but okay, yeah, that was good. I will take that. I liked that a lot. And then it always wants to stop for these signs. I really wish that would get fixed because it never used to do that. And like, I can appreciate it going slow, but stopping, I have to hit the accelerator here because it's just not going. And the guy behind me is really riding my bumper. So 2 interventions already. And I think caused by the same thing. I think those signs are what caused it the first time too. It's so unfortunate. And it's just something that's just not working the way it's supposed to right now. It seems like half the time it will do a good job with those, but other times it just wants to stop at them. All right, coming up right here, this bike lane has been an issue in the past. Let's see if the car can handle it. And very nice. It does. It does handle it very well. Ooh, this person's trunk is open with a bike hanging out of the back. Are we going to get a bike graphic? That would be awesome. No, it doesn't seem the car cares about that bike right now. So here, you can see those signs. We didn't slow for those at all that time. I guess because they're not on both sides. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem very consistent. Ooh, this is going to be tough. You got to stop here. You cannot go around. Nice. It does display those other cars. It shows the plan. Oh, this is going to be tough. Now the garbage truck is moving. Wow. Okay. Handled beautifully. It had the idea of going around, saw that it could not because of traffic in the other lane, and waits behind the garbage truck. Oh, don't get too close because then you can't go around. All right. Oh, don't do it. No. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Just, okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, you just got to do it. Just go. Oh, you're so... Oh, okay. I got to hit the accelerator. Oh, man. It's a tough... I don't know what to say about that one. I try to preemptively think of what you're commenting as I'm saying these things. So for me, I didn't hate it. It was a little too slow. If it would have just whipped around, it would have been good. But as it wasn't terrible either, only because that side of the road was really wide and they had room over there to move. But I don't know, that really could have gone either way. I think we could have kept waiting. All right, moving into this left turn lane. Either one, I think. I can't remember if our destination is on. Okay, our destination's on the left, so we should stay in this left turn lane. So nice decision there. Jeez, that took forever. All right, get the green, pretty much immediately go. Very nice. This feels really good. Standard stuff, but you know, the car still sometimes messes up standard stuff, so it's still nice to see it do well. So we're about to get to our destination. It is gonna take us, I believe, into the parking lot, so let's see how it does. Bit congested up here, and we'll need to use the middle lane. And the car is doing that. Let's go. I don't know exactly, I've not actually even been here. What is that? Is it gonna go into this fenced parking lot? Oh, that's where it thinks it is. Well, you can't do that. So I guess I'll take over here. See, look at this weirdness with the wanting to turn left. So I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna count that as a disengagement because that's the problem I was seeing before with this version, and that's where we're gonna need a 69.3.x update. So let me get us back home, my house, lel, and we'll continue it there. So we have 3 interventions and 1 disengagement there. Kind of iffy on that's really a disengagement, but I think it was gonna try to pull up to that fence. I'm with you. I would love to see if it would stop for the fence. I believe it would, but our butt would be hanging out into traffic. It's just not something in this environment I can test right now. Maybe I can get some fence at my house and see. Ooh, good idea. All right, so now we're going back home. So part 2 of the drive. Let's see if we can get 0 interventions here. I would love it, but we can't guarantee it. So nicely getting into the left turn lane to continue on our trip. All right, we're gonna make this unprotected left, and then I'm going to cancel and put the route in again. So let's see. Nice job there. Just to see if I can pick a more difficult route. There was just a lot going on before, and again, nicely handling this bike lane. And I didn't think about route selection, and I want to pick, for this video, I'm picking what I think is more difficult. So let's try one more time, and there's no one behind me, so I'll see if we just stop for these things. So again, no one behind me. So this is inappropriate. Yeah, it treats it basically like a stop sign. All right, we don't have any other routes that we can pick here. So there you go. That's what would happen if I didn't intervene in those. And when someone's behind me, I just don't want to hold people up. So again, now somebody's behind me. So is it gonna pick up? Come on. All right, that time it did pick it up by itself, but yeah, it's just really disappointing. If that, like, we're gonna have it again. If that was fixed, I would reduce the interventions on these drives by a lot, because these things are all over Ann Arbor. And so we've seen what it does. I'm just pressing the accelerator again. Sorry if that's annoying. It annoys me too, but yeah, I'm not just gonna keep stopping in the middle of the road. Accelerator press. All right, so we stop, and we can turn right here, and that was pretty good. We had a tiny little kind of brake touch in the middle of the turn, which was definitely unnecessary, but besides that, it was very good. So pedestrian walking towards us in the street, and we don't have any braking for them, which was the right decision. And that was something that was mentioned in the release notes for this, is it'll make better decisions around pedestrian movement. So really happy to see that, because that could trip the car up in the past. Now here's okay, I'll take it. Oh, and then you turn it off. I was gonna say, this is something that people complain about. The car, just like, we're getting close to the left turn here. So this is a fine, kind of amount of time before the turn to get over. But yeah, a lot of times the car would wait way too long, and then kind of you get this cascade of mistakes because it would miss a turn. But glad to see we moved over, and I don't even know it's the next light will be our left turn. All right, so moving over here, I love to see that it's before the opening. I know legally you go in the opening, but sometimes it's just too tight. It's too close to the end, and it can trip the car up. So hitting the brake there because that person was cutting it a little bit. I don't blame him, but I'm glad the car hit the brake there to kind of keep some distance. And wow, that's a lot of people over there. What do we look like on this display? And then some construction and stuff to our left. I don't know if they're really in our way or not. So we have the green, but we need to wait for this oncoming traffic. So I like the moving up, and we're not having the weird stuff right now with this left turn. And then lots of pedestrians to wait for. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. I mean, I can't stare at it too much, but oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Yeah, and the other left turns where it was really screwing up. Okay, stop. Don't cut them off. They have the right of way, not us. So let's see. Now are you going to screw around? So this left turn feels a lot better than the other ones. Why are they not going? Okay. Oh, we got the green arrow. Cool. So they got a red and they stopped. So that was actually handled really well. But yeah, left turns, there's definitely something about this update where left turns are pretty sketch. Stop stopping at that. Are you going to go? All right. So I didn't have to press it that time, but all right, please, please make it stop doing that. It's ruining like entire drives. So accelerator again. All right, so approaching the end here, we'll have our little roundabout and a couple speed bumps. I will put the stats up. They are going to look atrocious because of all those little pedestrian warning signs for the crosswalks. Here's what I'll do. For this video, I'll put up the stats. Well, I'll put up the stats from the last drive because I realized I didn't put them in the video. I will... Okay, you're going to go? No one's behind me, so I'm just chilling. I will put up the stats for this drive as if I didn't have all those accelerator presses, but also the truth that I did have all those accelerator presses. Are you going to make me press it again? Why are you waiting? Okay, I didn't have to hit the accelerator, but obviously that was weird. And then, oh, you always take this so fast. Just so we can see if that... You just drove over the curb. Great. Then I took over. All right, that's a disengagement. I'm including it. All right, compose myself here. You get two sets of data. One with all the accelerator presses for going through those pedestrian crosswalk things is included, which is the real data because I had to do that every time. And then one where I'm not going to put that in there, just so you could see if that bug, I'm calling it a bug, wasn't present, how the drive would have looked, because it would have looked much better. But yeah, still not the best drive we've had. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of questions lately of like, oh, when do you think level 4 will be here? And a long time. I mean, any individual should not be able to be finding these, you know, issues on every drive. I need to be able, we'll still see issues for a very long time. So we're approaching our destination. We'll still see issues for a very long time, but it should be like I can go for 10 drives and see one issue. And then I can go for 10 more drives and see no issues, right? Press accelerator. I'll just let it drive for a second while I continue ranting. All right, let's resume. Just go ahead and drive. So yeah, that's kind of my thought. Like we're still far away from like a level 4 car. Level 3, all Tesla has to do is take off the hands requirement and we're level 3. That doesn't mean much to me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below and let me know of some routes you would like me to try. And you will see me and Full Self Driving Beta in the next video.